Hello friends, my name is Ramesh. Today we are going to discuss about comparable versus comparator interfaces in Java. This is one of the most important question which is asked by the interviewer in almost all interviews. There are few differences between these two interfaces. Okay, we can see those differences here. Comparable interface is present in java.lang package, whereas comparator interface is present in java.util package. And the second difference is comparable interface is used to sort the objects based on natural sorting order, and comparator interface is used to sort the objects based on customized sorting order. And third difference is comparable interface has compare to method, and whereas comparator interface has compare and equals method, okay, to sort objects or elements, okay, based on the customized sorting order. And coming to the last important point, where comparable interface provides single sorting sequence. So for example, either name or employee salary or employee ID, we can sort the elements based on like particular sequence, single sequence. By using comparator interface, we can provide multiple sequences. So okay, we can see those differences by using some example here. So I'm creating employee class here by using Eclipse IDE. There are three parameters. So where I can declare integer ID and double salary. Just to save our time, I'm just going to create copy pasting the constructor for these three fields and their corresponding setters and getters methods. Okay, so these are the parameterized constructor and corresponding setters getters methods I provided. Just to implement comparable interface, so in our class we need to use implements comparable interface of type employee. So okay, and so this will expect like employee to be overridden by the compare to method. Okay, so override, so this public integer compare to method is there. Okay, so we can declare employee as type, and so we need to return some value, right? And parallelly we need to compare the objects also. Okay, so this dot name, we are comparing, we are just so arranging the name based on customized sorting, I mean natural sorting order. So compare to method is there. So of type, so e1 dot name. Okay, this is a like we need to just define value, I mean variables here. Integer e, this is not e1, right? Okay, e dot name employee. So okay, and I'm going to, this is our like so we need to override it, I mean compare to method which is present in comparable interface. Okay, and coming to the second one, I am going to create main class for this one just to run it. Employee main, so which is public static void main method, and I'm going to create array list, okay, of type employee, and list equal to new array list employee. Okay, I need to import that array list here. Okay, okay, so list dot add, I am just adding that employee object here. Okay, so new employee, so I am just adding those employee names. Employee name is this one, and then employee ID 100, and then employee salary 10,000. Okay, this is one object creation. Okay, I'm just copying four objects here. and this is CCC is employee name, and DDD and BBB. Okay, and here we can represent 300 as employee code, and this is 400, and assume that this is 200. Okay, salary is something like 20,000, 40,000, and this is 20,000, and this is 30,000. Okay, so now we need to use collections dot sort method, and we need to pass this employee object here. Okay, so now we can print it system dot out dot println, right? Okay, sorting employee objects based on name. Okay, so now we can loop it by using advanced for loop. Okay, employee e, and we can pass this list object here, and now I am printing those three values, which is e dot employee name, right? Get employee name is one thing. Okay, and the second thing is e dot get employee id, right? Get id. Third thing is employee dot get salary. Okay, so now I can run it. So now I can see sorting employee objects based on name. See, we have entered objects AA, CC, DD, BB order. But so after sorting this one AA, BB, CC, DD. Okay, this is how like we need to sort the objects based on natural sorting order. So and coming to the next example, so we need to sort the objects based on employee ID. Okay, so for that what I am doing is I'm creating one more class called employee ID. Okay, which is implementing implements employee implements comparator interface of type employee. Okay, so we need to override that one, right? Obviously. Okay, let's import that package, import comparator, and this public integer compare method is there. Okay, so employee e1 and employee e2. Okay, here we are taking two references, which is multiple references actually comparing the objects. Okay, if e1 dot id, right, we need to just compare id, right? Okay, so e2 dot id, if these are equal, then we need to return 0. Okay, else if so e1 dot id is greater than e2 dot employee 2 dot id, then we need to return some positive integer, which is 1, else return -1. Okay, this is how we need to just compare the objects based on customized sorting order. Okay, I'm saving it now. Let's go to main class and just declare same variables here. I'm just copy pasting these 4 lines of code based on id. Okay, now I'm creating object of new employee id. Okay, employee id. So this is the employee id, right? I'm just creating this employee id here. Now let's see. Okay, so double quotes are, parentheses are missing. Now we need to just compare it now. Okay, so I'm just trying to execute it one more time. Okay, see, now employee ID 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, based on the employee ID sorting, we have sorted the objects in that fashion. Okay, let's see for third scenario. Okay, which is employee salary, right? We need to just in the similar way we can create one more class called employee salary. Okay, here also just copy paste the same code whatever we have written here, just to save our time. Okay, instead of this ID I can mention salary. Okay, the rest of the things are same actually. Okay, so except this salary. Okay, instead of ID I am mentioning salary. Okay, and I need to implement that one, right? Implements comparator interface of type employee. Okay, so I need to import that package in order to use that. Okay, so now I have done that one, so I'm saved it and trying to execute the same piece of code what I have written here. Sorting based on salary. Okay, so instead of this one I will create salary. Okay, class. Same way I have saved it, and now I'm executing now. Okay, now see, let's see. Okay, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Okay, based on salary we have sorted the objects actually. Okay, this is how we need to just sort the objects based on required sorting fashion. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share it with friends if you think that it is useful. Thank you, my friends. Bye.